Right now, without thinking, you know what time it is. But for the vast majority of human history, no one knew, not to the hour, not to the minute, not even close. And yet, civilizations were built, harvests coordinated, armies mobilized, and empires run, all without a single clock. The question isn't just how they managed, it's what they understood about time that we've completely forgotten. Before any instrument existed, the human body was the first timekeeper. Hunger signaled midday. Fatigue signaled evening. The angle and color of light told ancient humans more about time than most people today could read from the same sky. Roosters crowing at dawn was so reliable it became embedded in nearly every culture on Earth. In rural communities, a stick planted upright in the ground, casting a shadow that moved throughout the day, was enough to organize an entire community's schedule. This wasn't primitive. It was direct observation of the most accurate clock ever, the sun. As early as 3500 BCE, Egyptian obelisks were positioned as massive public sundials, casting shadows across marked ground that told time for entire cities. By 1500 BCE, the Egyptians had developed the first portable shadow clock. This is also when they invented something that still structures every day of your life, the 24-hour day. They divided daylight into 12 parts and night into 12 more, not for mathematical convenience, but because 12 approximately matches the number of lunar cycles in a year, a number considered sacred. The hour was not discovered. It was invented. Sundials worked beautifully on sunny days. Night, clouds, and indoor spaces created a problem that led to one of the most elegant solutions in technology history. The clepsydra, Greek for water thief, was a vessel with a small hole through which water dripped at a constant rate. Markings tracked how far the water dropped, indicating passing hours. The oldest confirmed water clock dates to around 1600 BCE in Egypt. In Athens, a clepsydra timed courtroom speeches. When the water ran out, the advocate sat down. By the 3rd century BCE, Ctesibius of Alexandria had engineered water clocks with gears, float-driven pointers, and alarm mechanisms that dropped pebbles onto a gong at a set hour. In ancient China, incense clocks, coils engineered to burn at a calibrated rate, were used as early as the 6th century CE. Different scents were layered, so a specific fragrance told you how much time had passed. In Europe, candle clocks served the same function. Alfred the Great reportedly used marked candles to divide his day, each section representing 1 hour. Medieval monasteries relied on these to schedule the 8 daily prayer times. The mechanical clock was invented primarily to solve that religious scheduling problem. When no instrument was available, the night sky served as a clock. Ancient Egyptians tracked 36 star groups called decans that rose sequentially throughout the year. Observing which decan was rising told them the approximate hour of night. The Babylonians mapped star movements across centuries, developing tables accurate enough to predict lunar eclipses. Polynesian navigators crossing the Pacific without instruments were reading a celestial clock. The stars told them not just where they were, but when. Stonehenge, constructed in phases beginning around 3000 BCE, is precisely aligned with sunrise on the summer solstice and sunset on the winter solstice. It functioned as an astronomical calendar, telling communities exactly when the longest and shortest days arrived, critical for agriculture, ritual, and survival. Achieving alignments accurate to fractions of a degree required sustained astronomical observation across generations. Translated into architecture using stones weighing up to 25 tons. This was not primitive timekeeping, it was engineering. For most of human history, precise time simply didn't matter. A Roman farmer didn't need to know it was 3:15. He needed to know whether daylight remained to finish the field. Time was experiential, not numerical, embedded in light, seasons, hunger, and work. The Roman playwright Plautus captured this perfectly after Rome installed its first public sundial. The gods damn that man who first discovered the hours, who smashed the day into bits for poor me. Precision timekeeping, when it arrived, was not universally celebrated. It was experienced by many as a loss. The moment time stopped being something you lived and became something that controlled you. Subscribe before clocks for more history they never taught you.